Brendan Fraser. Okay, so at least Warner Brothers is doing something kind of awesome right here because good old Brendan Fraser right here looks like he's going to be cast. Okay, so this is interesting right here. This is interesting because um, we have Brendan Fraser, who apparently has been cast in Batgirl. So at first it was like Batgirl, Brendan Fraser to play villain in new Warner Brothers and DC pick starring Leslie Grace. Okay, so exclusive. Brendan Fraser is set to join Leslie Grace in Warner Brothers and DC's film Batgirl. Although not confirmed, sources believe Fraser would play the supervillain Firefly in the pick. Jacob Scapio also recently joined the cast with Grace on board to play Barbara Gordon, a.k.a. Batgirl. Bad Boys for Life directors Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falal, if I'm saying their names wrong, probably not, are helming. The film will bow to, of course, all that. But then there was also talks that he actually might Brendan Fraser also might be playing Falcone. I don't know if he actually fits the Falcone kind of, character. And we're already getting Falcone in The Batman, which we still haven't seen Turturro yet but there was also that. There was like a possibility that he might be playing that too. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know. Why would they have him play that character? Firefly sounds a little more reasonable. So I'm thinking that's what's the case right there. I think for sure, like, yeah. Firefly sounds about right. I don't think we need any, when it comes to any other character, it seems like, Firefly, that works. That really works. But again, I love the fact that Brendan Fraser continues to get work and he's getting back in there because, he went through a little bit of a rough patch. He did, and everybody always praises the man for being easy to work with and just generally a good soul. And now he's like getting some recognition. Obviously, Doom Patrol helped that out a lot, which is great. You know what they should do? You know what? Remember when that whole like Universal's dark universe, and they were trying to be like, hey, we're gonna have a universe of ourselves with all these horror characters that you love, the Mummy, Dracula, all these people, and it didn't quite work because, well, you started off, which apparently the movie wasn't that great. It was decent. I still haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched Dracula, The Untold Story with Luke Evans. Haven't watched it yet, but from what I gathered, it was pretty damn decent. So even though it didn't like launch this whole universe, and then they tried to do it with Tom Cruise and the Mummy, which it just didn't need to be an action movie. That's where they fucking fell through. It's like, we don't need to see Tom Cruise running from a dust cloud. Okay, we see him running from a lot of things, but from a dust cloud, it's like, come on. You guys try to make it too much like an action movie, and then, of course, having like different characters and teasing different characters when it came to the Mummy. But man, why not just bring back the first, not the first, but the Stephen Sommers Mummy franchise back with Brendan Fraser. Bring that back. Bring back him, and then because everybody's loving the fact that Brendan Fraser's coming up. So bring back him, and then utilize him and a little bit that nostalgia and the fact that everybody loves Brendan Fraser to really ignite that dark universe. Why not do that? So I don't know. That's just me. Yeah. But because it just didn't work with Tom Cruise. Bring back Brendan Fraser. But yeah, I love the fact that like DC is like, he's all about him. They're all about him because they're like, hey, you want to play Firefly? Let's go. Let's do this. So Batgirl's shaping up to be pretty good. And it's interesting because, you kind of wonder, like, when it came to what they were actually going to do, when it came to the villain of Batgirl, were they going to do that? Were they going to gender bend? Were they going to race bend? Or whatever the hell they're going to do? But I guess apparently not. And they're just like, you know what? Brendan Fraser's the guy. Why not? He's the guy. So you guys agree? See? Agree. Bring him back. Bring Brendan Fraser back to reignite the Mummy. And then maybe you can do something with that dark universal, okay? Because everybody loved his character, even though, like, when you watch that first Mummy series, yeah, it kind of, like, the first one's fantastic. Second one, decent. Third one, you kind of go, all right, it still works. It just was missing Rachel Weisz, of course, but, sadly. But I know, I get it. But, yeah, just bring him back. Play that character again. Why not? I think that'd be pretty sweet. But congratulations to Brendan Fraser, man. All about it. All about him getting more work. Getting more work. Because who doesn't love the guy? And if you haven't seen Airheads, Encino Man, some of his beginning work, do yourself a favor. Watch those movies.